Hello, my name is Stephanie Chihoin, and today we'll be talking about practical classroom management strategies to maximize instructional time. My goal is to share some effective approaches you can take back to your classroom right away to save time, reduce stress, and maximize learning. By the end of this video, it is my hope that you'll be able to identify 3 core classroom management strategies that you can incorporate into your classroom, practice applying them through role play, and develop an action plan to implement these strategies in your classroom. Classroom management is a skill that all teachers are required to have, but it does not come easy for all teachers, especially those new to the profession. Increasing my classroom management toolkit has been an ongoing professional goal I have for myself, and I feel that even when you think you've mastered classroom management, you get a new group of students that presents you with a new challenge. On top of students consistently changing, classroom management matters because up to 50% of instructional time can be lost due to behavior issues. Clear routines and proactive management maximize learning, and a well managed classroom equals less stress for teachers and more success for students. In this video, you will learn establishing expectations and routines. Clear expectations and routines create consistency, reduce misbehavior, and keep the classroom running smoothly for more learning time. We'll also talk about positive reinforcement, which motivates students by recognizing and rewarding desired behaviors, encouraging them to repeat those actions, as well as proactive strategies that we can anticipate misbehaviors and their challenges, giving clear directions and keeping students engaged. One of the most effective strategies is establishing clear expectations and routines. Students thrive when they know what to expect. That means teaching routines explicitly, practicing them, and reinforcing them consistency. Consistency is key. Something as simple as entering the room and having their supplies ready, transition between activities, or taking part in group work can make a big difference in the flow of the class. Ensure rules are visually available for quick reference, and don't hesitate to allow students to be actively involved in the development of classroom expectations. Positive reinforcement and incentives can be used to encourage and recognize students for displaying appropriate behaviors, and it's backed by scientific principles such as Skinner's theory of operant conditioning and the applied behavior analysis principles. Positive reinforcement can improve students' intrinsic and extrinsic motivation. It increases the chance of positive behaviors being repeated and improves performance metrics. There are multiple different kinds of positive reinforcements that we can give to our students. The first kind of being rewards. We can have homework passes, stickers, food or candies if your district allows, pencils and erasers, or create a token system or a classroom reward system. You can also give recognition to your students with verbal praise, putting their name on the board, or creating a student of the day. Another great positive reinforcement is recreation. Allow for special seating, give students free time. They can use their phone or be on technology. They can have classroom parties or even have a movie day. Positive reinforcements are a great tool, but you must use caution. Incentives can begin to lose their effectiveness for various reasons, including using them inconsistently and not timely, rewarding all and any behaviors, not adjusting the incentive to promote student growth, and not including student choice. This will result in reinforcing the wrong behaviors, not using data to support decisions. It weakens the reinforcement behavior connection and also reduces the trust in student buy in. Next, we're going to talk about proactive strategies. Proactive strategies are about preventing problems before they start. We want to be proactive, not reactive. We can anticipate tricky times like transitions or downtimes and plan ahead with visual things like timers or clear directions. Moving around the room and using proximity is another simple but powerful tool. Don't forget to give your students breaks. Brain breaks are great tools for all ages. And lastly, create engaging lessons that capture your students' attention and reduce the desire to act out of boredom. Being proactive means less time correcting and more time teaching. I really want to emphasize the topic of creating engaging lessons. Teachers must create lessons that capture students' attention to minimize negative behaviors. This can be accomplished by creating engaging lessons that include real life connections to the world. Students always want to know how they're going to apply their learning to real life, and making those connections to real world situations will help them make that connection. Also, incorporate students' interest. At the beginning of the year, I like to have my students complete an interest survey so they can share what they like and have a passion for. I can then incorporate those student interests into practice problems and conversations throughout the school year. Activities need to be diversified. Students do not want to do the same thing every day. Change up the types of activities and methods you use frequently. You can incorporate games, technology, art, and so many other modalities that will keep your students engaged. Next, keep your kids moving. Movement helps promote brain function and memory. Activities such as whiteboards, practice problems, escape rooms, scavenger hunts, and physical games such as basketball can get your students active and learning at the same time. Lastly, give students choice. Students want to feel as though they have some control in their learning and education. Allow them to choose specific problems they want to complete for homework, or allow them to choose a topic of their essay. Students that have a voice in their education will feel more invested to their learning and will likely act out less. Now let's practice giving students encouraging and timely feedback. In the first scenario, a student contributes a thoughtful point during a class discussion and backs it up with evidence from the text. Pause the video to think about your response. In this scenario, I would tell the student, I really like how you use evidence from the text to support your point. That shows strong critical thinking. Now, in the next scenario, a student stays focused during independent work time and submits an assignment before the deadline with quality effort. Again, pause the video to think about your response. In this scenario, I would tell the student, your effort really shows in this assignment. Finishing early with strong work is a big accomplishment. Keep it up. Now I'd like you to reflect. What's one or two strategies from today that you would like to try this week? Write them down and keep them visible in your classroom. I hope you found this information valuable and the strategies can help make a difference in your classroom.